More than a dozen governments have condemned Israel after its forces opened fire near a convoy of diplomats visiting the Jenin refugee camp in the occupied West Bank. The diplomats, including representatives from the European Union, United Kingdom, China, and Russia, were reportedly fired at by Israeli soldiers after allegedly deviating from an agreed route. No one was injured. Israel's Ministry of Foreign Affairs said troops fired warning shots to distance the group, claiming it was not following the designated path. The reaction from the international community was swift. Canada summoned the Israeli ambassador and demanded a full investigation. Prime Minister Mark Carney called the incident totally unacceptable and said it was one of many deeply concerning events in the region. The United Kingdom also summoned the Israeli envoy. Minister Hamish Falconer said he had spoken to the affected diplomats and called for those responsible to be held accountable. Ireland's Prime Minister Michael Martin said he was deeply shocked and horrified, calling the gunfire a violent and intimidatory act that must never be normalized. Italy's Foreign Minister Antonio Tajani demanded that Israel immediately clarify what happened, stressing that threats to diplomats are unacceptable under international law. The Netherlands said it was considering further steps, with Foreign Minister Casper Veldkamp condemning the incident and stating that threatening diplomats was completely out of bounds. France also summoned the Israeli ambassador. Foreign Minister Jean-Noël Barrot described the attack as unacceptable and reaffirmed support for French diplomats working under challenging conditions. Finland's Foreign Minister Elina Valtonen confirmed she had spoken directly with the Finnish diplomat involved and labeled the incident serious and condemnable. Denmark called the incident completely unacceptable. Foreign Minister Lars Løkke Rasmussen said the Danish head of mission in Ramallah was present but unharmed. Belgium's Deputy Prime Minister Maxime Prevot revealed that a Belgian diplomat was in the convoy and called the shooting shocking. He demanded a convincing explanation from Israel. Norway's Foreign Minister Espen Barth Eide said the incident was a clear violation of international law and condemned it as deeply unacceptable. Portugal's Ministry of Foreign Affairs expressed solidarity with its ambassador, who was also in the delegation, and announced it would take appropriate diplomatic steps. Germany issued a strong condemnation through its Federal Foreign Office, stating the fire was unprovoked and emphasized the importance of diplomatic missions working freely. Slovenia joined other EU members in condemning the gunfire. Its foreign ministry called it a violation of the Vienna Convention and demanded full accountability. Jordan's Ministry of Foreign Affairs labeled the shooting a crime and a clear breach of diplomatic norms and international law, including the 1961 Vienna Convention. Qatar called the incident a violation of international conventions and held Israeli forces responsible for endangering foreign diplomats in an already volatile region. Turkey condemned the shooting in the strongest terms, calling it part of a wider pattern of Israel's disregard for diplomatic protections and human rights. Egypt demanded urgent clarification and said the attack violated all established diplomatic norms. Uruguay summoned the Israeli ambassador in Montevideo and urged the Israeli government to ensure the safety of diplomatic personnel. Mexico disputed Israel's justification, noting there was no record of the delegation entering a restricted area or being warned in advance. It accused Israel of violating the Vienna Convention. Diplomats from the EU, UK, Russia, and China were all present in the convoy and had coordinated the visit in advance with both the Palestinian Authority and the Israeli military. While the Israeli Foreign Ministry insists the group strayed from a designated path, many of the countries involved are demanding verifiable explanations and have raised concerns that this incident reflects growing hostility toward diplomatic missions. The Jenin shooting incident has added further pressure on Israel, already facing international criticism over its military operations in Gaza and the West Bank.